What's poppin', yo? Welcome back to another YouTube video, and today the 7-episode event for series review right here on the Tyler Price channel is coming to a conclusion. The 7 back-to-back-to-back episodes all about Doctor Who from 2005 to 2022. We still have series 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13 to go, but I am yet to watch those. So I have seen all of these, and I watched this one last year for the very first time, and I recently watched it again just to catch up on it. So we're just going to get straight into it, continuing with the last ever season of Matt Smith's Doctor Who, the 11th Doctor, and he starts off with Amy Pond taking on the Daleks, because why the fuck wouldn't he? He then goes and sees a giant spaceship which houses fucking every time period on it, from the Wild Wild West to the ancient Egyptians to dinosaurs. We then have a cowboy town with a robot mercenary coming after him. The Power of Three is the next one. The Angels take Manhattan and take away Amy Pond and also Rory, which is very upsetting in the second time ever in chronological order that I ever cried to Doctor Who. We then have the actual conclusion to Clara's story, which has been taking place over the past 3 seasons, and she's finally come to fruition to join Doctor and go with him to alien planets, to the Bells of St. John, to the Cold War, to ancient or Victorian England, to a war, to, the Day of the Doctor, and basically the Doctor's last time being the Doctor, which is very unfortunate. But again, this season is a very satisfying conclusion to Matt Smith's Doctor, because we see him get really, really depressed, get really, really closed off, and see a new side to him that we don't normally get to see from the Doctor. This is his dark, upset, sort of rageful, bashful, angry side to the Doctor, which is never really explored all too much up until recent. So I'm very happy that we get to see it here, because Matt Smith really gets to show his acting in this one, where he goes from being quite happy, positive, bubbly, ecstatic, to having friends like Amy and Rory, to going back to being alone and not wanting to let himself open up to anyone again because he's scared of losing them, because he's lost so many people in his lifetime. Being a being that can live forever, practically. Doctor Who, I don't think, will ever end. I think it's one of those shows which can continue forever. So I'm quite happy that that Matt Smith got to try his attempt at this role, and he did it pretty well. I will admit, he is a very, very good Doctor, and I absolutely adore him. I think he's one of the best. He's my favorite Doctor, and it was a very good farewell to Amy Pond and also Rory. It was a nice, fitting end for their story. Again, bringing back the Weeping Angels, something which has been very apparent over these past couple of seasons. The Weeping Angels have been very big for Matt Smith and Amy Pond. Still fucking terrifying, and I will bring it up one more time. I've had very, very, very many nightmares about these things, and it is my least favorite horror trope, with them being, the things that attack you when you don't look at them. That is fucking terrifying to me. The biggest fear that I have, if I was going up against any alien in Doctor Who, if I was doing a tier list of who I think I'd survive, Weeping Angels, going right at the bottom. I would hate to go up against them, and I would definitely lose 100% of the time. But they are a very big part of Doctor Who. Not my favorite part of Doctor Who, but it is a big part of Doctor Who. And a very big part of this season. This season has 17 episodes. Again, all roughly around an hour to 40 minutes each. So you can easily watch it in a day. It will be a lot of your day. From waking up to going to sleep, it'll be all Doctor Who. But it is still good. It's good television. It's good TV. It's exciting. It's great. It's the best thing to come out of the British TV. I'm going to be honest, the first part of the season is an absolute banger, because we have Amy Pond, already established characters, and it does a nice conclusion to their story. The next couple of episodes are really good introducing Clara and sort of showing the Doctor's developing feelings for Clara and sort of working out her mystery and getting his bubble back, getting his joy back, getting his excitement back. And the journey through the center of the TARDIS is a really good story, and it gives us a really good indication of what the TARDIS is and how the TARDIS actually works. I think that's really interesting, and it's something that we never really get to talk about. We never really get to sort of understand like how the TARDIS works. So getting to see this is really interesting. But after that, I feel like the season does take a little bit of a drop off, and I don't think it's as good as a send off as what David Tennant got, but I still think it is a pretty decent end. It's like a very mid ending for what's been a very incredible Doctor, and I think it is one of my least favorite send offs, and it is the third one that I've seen. And again, it is my least favorite send off. I feel like they could have done it a little bit better and a little bit more graciously to like give him a little bit of a nicer time. Obviously, we have the Cybermen coming back and the Weeping Angels also coming back in that grand final of like the Time of the Doctor. Again, continuing that trend with the third Christmas of every season, of every Doctor's time. Like, obviously, you get 3 Christmas specials as the Doctor, and the last one is going to be you being reincarnated, which is a little bit upsetting. I wasn't a huge fan of that entire storyline. It was a little bit of a chaotic one with Weeping Angels and with the Cybermen, also the Daleks. It was like everything coming together, absolutely everything coming at him all at once, coming to fuck him up, coming after him. And it was a pretty big brawl, and it was a very nice sort of overall view of Doctor Who. If you wanted like the best like rendition of what Doctor Who actually is, and like if you were just gonna ever watch one Doctor Who episode to get like an understanding of what Doctor Who is, it's not the best episode, but to get the gist of what Doctor Who is, I would recommend At the Time of the Doctor. That is just so you can understand what Doctor Who is, get a couple of grasps on the villains. It is a good episode if that is the only episode that was ever made. I think it's solid and can stand on its own. But again, in terms of send off for the Doctor, I don't think it was that good. Matt Smith's sort of final goodbyes was nowhere near as good as David Tennant's, and I don't think you can beat David Tennant's goodbye. That is like peak. That is where Doctor Who peaked in like reincarnation and like coming back as the next Doctor. Him was right at the top of the list. There was no beating him. It was incredible. As I said, as these like seasons have gone on, as these sort of times have gone on, technology has improved. So the prosthetics and all of the villains and all the suits and all the costumes have got a lot better, got a much higher quality to them. And then also the CGI has also improved steadily but surely over the course of the season. Again, it's not like brilliant, it's not perfect. You can still see that it's fake and you can still see its flaws, but that's that's what comes with CGI, and it is a television show, so it isn't going to have like the biggest budget. It's not going to have like the best CGI like in a Marvel movie, which even nowadays has gone to shit as well, and you can easily tell that's fake. But I still think it is a pretty solid season. It's not my favorite, but you know what? It's season 7. I think it's mediocre. I think it's okay. It's not the best, not the worst, so I am going to give it a 7 out of 10. Season 7 gets a 7. I think that's pretty solid. I think I can justify that and accept that ranking. But I'm very happy to continue Doctor Who and see where it goes from here. I have like a good 6 like seasons left, all with 13 episodes each, and they will be dropping sporadically. Like every so often over the course of the next few weeks, over the next few days, next few months. I don't know. It's as and when I get to finishing it, as and when I get to watching it, because it's a big commitment to watch 6 seasons with like 13 episodes each. But you know what? I'm gonna hype them up. I'm gonna try and get it out for you guys because they're pretty big seasons. There's a lot of episodes, and I'm going into the new Doctor territory, which I haven't ever seen before, and I just hope it's good. I hope it's exciting. I've never seen it before. I've never watched it before, but I'm hyped. And you know what, Doctor Who's always been a good one. So can't wait to see what else they bring. And I've heard River Song comes back, and I'm not sure how to feel about that because River Song's story ended last season, so I'm not too sure how to feel that they're bringing her back for this one. I don't think it's a huge, like you should have just left it where it was. Like, Miss Song does not need to return. I'm not too excited for the next 3 seasons that I'm going to be watching, but I'm very excited for the 3 seasons after. Again, with it being the first female Doctor, I'm very excited to see what she brings to being the Doctor, and that's what I'm very hyped for. And other than that, there isn't really much else to say. So I hope you all enjoyed this YouTube video. I'll see you all next time. I hope you all have an excellent day, and goodbye. Stay home and stay safe. If you do want a little bit more Tyler Price in your life, there is a link in the description which will take you to everything else that I have to offer as a content creator. Just in case you're interested and want a little bit more Tyler Price in your life, it will take you to my TikTok, my Instagram, my Facebook, Snapchat, everything like that I have to offer. It is absolutely everything, to Cameo, to Reddit, to Discord. Everything's on there. Everything that I make, everything that I'm working on behind the scenes is on there. So do me a favor, go check it out. It's good. I work very hard on a lot of things, so go check it out for me. Do me a big old favor. And if you want to stay right here on YouTube, you can hit the big red subscribe button, because 98% of you are recurring viewers, but you're not subscribed, and that is very upsetting, because that's a pretty big number. And you're obviously recurring viewers, because that's what YouTube tells me, so you obviously like my stuff. And you know what? If you like my stuff, why don't you press the subscribe button? I know the big red subscribe button can be threatening. It's very big, it's red, it's loud, but everyone wants to press a big red button every now and again. It's a big red button. Everyone wants to push a big red button. So go ahead, hit it, and I promise you'll feel better and it won't explode, probably. You know what? I can't guarantee that, so just brace for impact. However, what I do know and what I can guarantee is that it will turn grey, and that's a lot calmer, a lot cooler, and a lot nicer to look at, and it's free, and you can always change your mind later and unsubscribe if you decide you don't actually like my content and you think I'm a little bit of a prick. But other than that, I'm actually done now. Self-promotion out the way. Have a great day. Bye-bye.